The idea was they wanted to stage some sort of sporting event that would bring attention to Chicago, that would bring people to Chicago. So the biggest winner was baseball and having the Midsummer Classic come to life.
Chicago is the home of the All-Star Games.
Arch Ward was the sports editor of the Chicago Tribune, and he came up with this idea of, hey, we got this World's Fair in Chicago. Let's match the best players against the American League, against the best players in the National League in an All-Star game. And it happened on July 6, 1933. So it was a fan vote, and interestingly, from a Sox perspective, Al Simmons was the leading vote getter, which to me is a little bit astonishing considering it was still in a time in the American League when you had Babe Ruth and Lou Gehrig playing. So for him to be the leading vote getter was pretty impressive. It should be noted that the first run in All-Star history was scored by Jimmy Dykes, so that was a nice moment for the home crowd, and fittingly, Babe Ruth hit the first home run in All-Star history. You look at the beginning of all these All-Star games, when they do these intros, they always show that first shot is always Babe Ruth hitting that first home run. It is so fitting for baseball history that he had that first home run. So the American League won 4-2, but the biggest winners was the game. This was only going to be a one-off. It wasn't going to happen again, but it was such a rousing success. And they did it again the next year and the next year and still doing it. So the biggest winner was baseball. Comiskey Park also hosted the 1950 All-Star Game and the 1983 All-Star Game, the 50th anniversary of that first All-Star Game. I still remember that ovation that Ron Kittle got, and he was just a rookie, and it was just a wonderful moment for him.
The roar is for Ron Kittle, Chicago's favorite coming up.
Imagine being a rookie in your hometown and you're playing in an All-Star Game. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that.
Ground ball to the hole at short, backhanded by Thon, sets for the throw, safe. And Kittle is on with the infield signal.
The other thing about that All-Star game that is very memorable is that it came with Fred Lynn from the Angels hitting the first and only grand slam in All-Star history.
And he drives it to deep right. Back goes Murphy, away back, and there it is, the first grand slam in All-Star history.
Welcome back to the south side of Chicago. 74th Major League Baseball All-Star Game.
2003, Garrettine Wright Field hosts its first All-Star Game. And the notable thing about that game was that this was going to be the first game where it really counted. And by counting, it meant the league that won the game would get home field advantage in the World Series, which was a pretty large incentive and a pretty large prize. The American League won on a dramatic two-run homer by Hank Blaylock in the bottom of the 8th.
He'll get it again.
That's one in the deep right center field. The American League is on top in the 8th.
Comiskey Park was the site of numerous Negro League All-Star Games, and it started in 1933, but after that, it became an annual game, and there were games in the 30s and 40s where 50,000 people were in Comiskey Park to watch these great Negro League players. The White Sox have kept the tradition alive of the Negro League East-West game by every year hosting the Double Duty Classic since 2007, and this is an event showcasing the best inner-city high school players playing against each other, playing on a big league field, and really getting a chance to showcase their skills. Just a great event and a great way for the White Sox to show the next generation of players.
Chicago